This week was another, well, not quite week, past 9 days, $29,000 in commissions. It's crazy. In the past 5 weeks, in excess of $120,000 in the past 5 weeks in sales. Just crazy.
Hey everybody, Callie here. I am a stay-at-home mom and I was just looking for ways to make some extra money, and I got way more than I bargained for with this business. So get this. I signed up on Friday. It is currently Monday and I have $3,500 in my account from a sale that was made over the weekend. So if you're on the website wondering if you should join, do it. You won't regret it. This is real and you get results fast.
I've been super fortunate this year to have earned over $600,000 with this exact business model, and there is nothing else that I would do. So you are here at the right place at the right time, guys. Take care. You will not regret it.
Hi there, my name is Melissa, and I just wanted to share my experience so far with the program. It's been a little over 3 weeks, and I've made close to about $44,000. Now, if you can imagine, that's way more than my annual salary as a teacher for even the last few years. So I know for a fact that if my husband and I can do this and be successful, then anyone can.
I got involved in this particular business model about 4 months ago, and I've done over $136,000 in the past 4 months alone. So when you're watching this webinar, make sure you're taking this information serious, because this is a real business. Get back with the person who referred you to this webinar and get all your questions answered. Hope everybody has a great day.
Hello and welcome to Our Breakthrough. Now you're about to discover an amazingly simple way to generate an extra $1,500 up to $10,500 or more in weekly income. Now I'm going to go over some very important information about your financial future, so sit tight, turn off the TV, turn off your cell phone, close all the other windows on your computer, and turn up your speakers and pay very close attention, because you're going to want to stay 100% focused like a laser beam on what you're going to learn here in the next few minutes. Now, what I'm going to show you is a very simple and automated system that has people in our organization receiving checks almost daily, ranging anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $10,500. Now, wait until you hear the results people are having with our proven program that has nothing to do with sales, MLM, network marketing, or anything like that. With this powerful opportunity, you can generate daily cash without ever having to sell anything to anyone, and that's why our system is working for absolutely everyone, from busy moms to part-time students, retirees, construction workers, and even working professionals. Our automated system finds all of your prospects and then qualifies and enrolls them for you. Our success coaching system means you never have to explain anything to anyone, deal with any objections or rejections, or do any selling, telling, or explaining. Our automated system, along with our success coaches, find all of your prospects, qualify them, and then enroll them for you. Now just listen to what a few of our members have to say.
And I just wanted to shoot a quick testimonial for this incredible business. Just a little bit about me. I worked in the floor covering industry my entire life since I was 22 years old. Back in 2009, I began looking for online opportunities. Never really found anything. Looked at MLMs, looked all over the place. Received a phone call, plugged in, followed the system, and the system works. So I plugged into it, I upgraded, took advantage of the bonus, and literally within 1 month I had made $7,000. And all I did is plug into the system. I did what they told me to do. And again, you're doing it from the comfort of your home. You're not sitting in traffic all day, and you get to see your family, spend time with your family. And again, all you do is plug in, and you're in a great group of people with a great team. And it works. It works 100%.
We have a team of true professionals that know what they're doing, been there, done that, learn from our mistakes, learn from our successes, and we've put a really strong, powerful system together that they can just plug in and profit with pretty much, and that's pretty amazing because no one's ever really been able to do that in the industry.
I want to give a little testimonial about our business today and what it means to me. Well, this business pays for my oldest daughter's college education It pays for my youngest daughter's private high school education. Oh, my wife got a brand new car. We paid cash for her, and we've been on countless trips. Now, I don't tell you this to impress you, but to impress upon you that everybody here is on the same level playing field. I don't care if you have a fourth grade education or a Harvard education. Just plug into our site. It's automated. No selling, no explaining, no convincing ever, and that's why everyone loves it. Ladies and gentlemen, plug into the system and be successful. Because if you keep doing what you're doing today, you're going to keep getting what you were getting yesterday, tomorrow. Thanks a lot and make it a great day.
Isn't that great? Real people making real money. Now, what they did is they chose to leverage a one-time payment in our expertise, and now they're receiving thousands of dollars weekly delivered right to their front door. And when you get started with us, you'll get payments delivered directly right to your front door as well. Now, would an extra $1,500 help your family out this week? Of course it would. And all this happens without you having to be involved in the process, because our very unique program ensures that you'll be successful because we have removed all the roadblocks keeping you from success. With our proven program, you never have to worry about prospects because our system will find your prospects, it will qualify them, and then contact them personally to explain all the details on your behalf. We make all the phone calls, answer all the questions, we get them started, and every time a prospect says yes, a minimum of $1,500 all the way up to $10,500 will be headed your way. And the best part is, this all happens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, while you're at work, on vacation, or even asleep. And like I already said, we contact all of your qualified prospects for you, and that's the #1 success secret to our hands-free money system. This is your secret lifestyle formula. We generate autopilot income while you enjoy your life. Listen, 80 million people are looking for a great opportunity right now. Now, why go to a job you're not crazy about for 40 or more hours a week to be underpaid when you can work 1 hour per day and generate anywhere from $1,500 up to $10,500 or more every week with our simple 3-step system? Step #1 is lead generation. We generate prospects for you with our professional and proprietary marketing and lead generation systems. Now, step #2, prospects, they'll call into your very own information hotline and then go to your very own webpage with your very own unique username, just like you're doing right now. Now, don't worry. This is all set up for you by our success coaches, so you don't have to do it. The automated system then sifts and sorts out the tire kickers and the looky-loos. Then our success coaches personally call all the qualified prospects, answer all of their questions, close the sale for you, and personally walk the prospect through the getting started process. And step #3 is the best part. You receive the money. Every prospect that's ready to get started will be personally assisted with registration using your unique username, and you'll have money on the way to you. And how much are you going to receive? $1,500, $3,500, $7,000, all the way up to $10,500 delivered directly to your front door. And we will notify you when you have money on the way. And no matter where you are, the system works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You just relax, open your mailbox, and count the money. Now, here's a question for you. If there was a proven hands-free system that generated your leads, qualified and closed your prospects, and sent you up to $10,500 per sale, wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Well, before you answer that question, let's cut through all the nonsense here. Now, I know you're watching this for one reason right now. You're sick and tired of not making the kind of money you need. You want to make more money. Well, congratulations, because you're definitely in the right place at the right time for once. We've been helping people just like you for over 15 years make more money every month than most people make in an entire year. And in those 15 years, we've learned a valuable lesson, and I'm going to share it with you right now. To make money in any business, you must have a proven system to be successful. So why am I so sure that you'll succeed with this? Why is my confidence level so high? Well, it's because of our turnkey, cannot fail system for generating a stable 5-figure monthly income. This proven system allows you to plug into our 15 plus years of successful experience. As a matter of fact, our leadership team has a combined 75 years of experience in this industry. That long of a track record alone should speak for itself, right? Okay, let me ask you another question. Are any of these barriers keeping you from achieving success? Things like lack of technical knowledge, building your own website and marketing systems is way beyond the reach of most people. How about lack of time? Are you too busy to devote the time needed to succeed? And how about a lack of sales skills? Most people hate selling, and the truth is they're not really that good at it. So let's be totally honest here. Most people, including your own prospects, don't know how to and don't want to build a website. They don't like making phone calls. They're not natural salespeople, and they're not comfortable selling anything to anyone. They don't have any extra time because they're already doing more than they can handle. And the truth is, your prospects are not really looking for a business. They're just looking to make some money. Sure, they want to make money from home, but they don't really know how, and their schedules are way too busy to devote the time needed to really succeed in a home-based business. So they want it to be as hands-off as possible. Listen, they just want a complete, no-fail system to follow, a system with success built into it, a system that does all the work that they don't want to do. They want it to be simple, and they want it to be easy. What people really want, the same thing I'm sure that you want, they just want to make some money, to pay the bills, buy a new car, get out of debt, pay tuition or buy a house, go on vacation, and more than anything else, they want it to be really easy. The other programs talk about their video training, their group meetings, their three-way calls, their Facebook groups, and their daily webinars. They talk about their phone scripts and overcoming objections. Have you ever wondered why they offer so much training? Well, let me tell you why. It's because they know for you to have any success in their program at all, it's going to be really hard. I mean, why else would they spend so much time explaining all their complicated processes to you? And let me share something else with you. If you miss even one step, you're going to be stuck. Seriously, who has the time to attend all those meetings and trainings and watch hours and hours of videos or attend another boring training webinar? Remember, your prospects are just like you. They want it to be easy. And why do these other programs confuse everyone by making it so complicated? Let me ask you a question. If your prospects want it to be easy, why would you promote any opportunity that requires people to do the things that they don't want to do? Well, here's the answer. You shouldn't, because you can become very wealthy by simply giving people what they want. And we've already said, and I'm sure you would agree, people want it to be easy. So how much easier can we make it for you? You have to spend hardly any time on this to be wildly successful. No more than a few hours a week. There's no website to build, no trainings to attend. And when it comes to your sales, our professional success coaches have it all covered for you. With our turnkey and proven marketing systems, we will drive targeted prospects to your high-converting sales presentation, and your prospects will do what you're doing right now. They'll go through our system just like you're doing right now and take the next step and talk to a success coach. We have zero learning curve marketing and ad packages for every budget starting at just $99. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. What really sets us above everything else out there is we have removed the real reason people fail, because our success coaches personally call all of your qualified prospects and close the sale for you. Listen, I'm sure we'd both agree that most people can't sell, and your prospect is never going to join if they think they have to do even a little selling, so we don't ask them to, and we don't ask you to either. When your prospect goes through this site, just like you're doing right now, they'll clearly see what you're seeing. They're going to see that you don't have to be a salesperson, because we're going to call all of your qualified prospects and make the sale for you. And we're going to do the exact same thing for them too. And because we've taken failure out of the system, you'll succeed even if you have zero sales skills. So now it's really and truly possible for you to generate the kind of income you've always dreamed about. Just think about it. What would your life be like if you had a push-button system that put thousands of dollars directly into your pocket on a weekly basis? How are you going to feel when you finally achieve your income goals and start living your life the way you've always dreamed it would be? You've already seen and heard what the system is doing for our members. Now imagine how you're going to feel when you start making this kind of money. So how does this work? It's very simple. We have 4 different product levels. Whatever level you decide to join at, that is how much it will cost you to join the program. Okay, here are the 4 levels. We have a $3,000 gold level, which has a $247 admin fee. So to join at that level would cost $3,247. We have a $7,000 platinum level, which has a $447 admin fee. So to join at that level would cost $7,447. We have a $14,000 diamond level, which has a $647 admin fee, which would cost $14,647 to join at that level. And we have a $21,000 ultra royal level, which has an $847 admin fee, which means to join at that level would cost $21,847. Now, when a success coach makes a sale on your behalf, you'll receive a percentage of the profit on every sale. Now, depending on the product level you've purchased, every sale a success coach makes for you will result in a $1,500 all the way up to $15,750 payment made directly to you without you lifting a finger. Remember, we are contacting, following up with all of your prospects and closing all the sales for you. You're going to get all of this done for you. Turnkey Marketing Solutions, our custom marketing funnel coded with your personal username, a team of dedicated professionals doing all the heavy lifting and closing of your sales, and you get big ticket payout for income stability. This is as close as it gets to guaranteed success. You now have access to a true hands-off business in a box. What you get in terms of product, marketing systems, success coaches, exclusive marketing resources, and personal support is more than triple the value of the highest level here. I'm pretty sure by now you can see that this is very different from what you're used to. What you're experiencing right now is a truly turnkey system. Our done-for-you ad packs work. That's how you got here. Our website is presenting the opportunity to you. And when you're ready to talk to someone, a professional and courteous success coaches will consult with you, answer any questions you may have, and help you move forward towards your income goals here. This is finally the complete package you've been hoping for. Turnkey advertising, a high-converting, custom-made website to inform your prospects, and real professional success coaches to close all the sales for you. Now, how about the products? Well, they're from a $107 billion and growing yearly industry. They have high profit margins, $1,500 up to $10,500 paid directly to you. You have nothing to stock or deliver because the products are all 100% digital, and there's no ongoing monthly product fees. Our product licensing packages, which are digitally delivered, are made up of business development training, marketing training, personal development training, and wealth education training. It's called e-learning. Google it if you've never heard of it before. And people are spending over $324 million a day on this type of education.
The internet has transformed the way people consume information. Did you know that we are at the forefront of something called the e-learning phenomena? According to Forbes magazine, the e-learning sector will generate $107 billion, that's correct, $107 billion with a B dollars this year. Let me break that down for you. Every single second, $3,373.46 is being spent on e-learning. Let's take that to the next level. $226,407.21 per minute is being spent right now on the internet. And let's get really crazy. $13,584,474.88 per hour will be spent today on e-learning. E-learning. That is our exact product niche. Go ahead and research this for yourself. You'll be blown away. Do you think we're sitting in a massive expanding market? Mega marketers, guys like Frank Kern, are capitalizing on this craze. We also know that people are looking for internet-style microwave results. People are exhausted from the hype and the endless promises. We agree, 100%. Most people are looking for ways to start making money right now. And this is why our approach to making money is so exciting. The door will be open to you receiving money paid directly to you by your customers every day. Money deposited directly into your account or sent to your doorstep every single day. This is a direct sales, member-to-member program. Your people will pay you directly. There is no middleman. Your people pay you directly. You never have to wait for a company to pay you. Your sales are made by you, and you are the only one who gets paid on each sale. This is key, and this is why you can get started today and begin getting paid today.
Again, high profit margin, $1,500 to $10,500 per sale, nothing to stock or deliver, and no ongoing monthly fees. Again, these are high-value products with huge payouts made directly to you, so make sure that you click on the product links further down the page after you're done watching the video here to see the tremendous packages we've put together. Now, these are high-demand products that you can enjoy and benefit from yourself, or you can share them with your friends and family. Level 1, you're going to earn $1,500 a sale. Level 2, you earn $3,500 a sale. Level 3, you make $7,000 a sale paid directly to you. And on level 4, you earn $10,500 a sale. And this is the kind of money that you can make starting today using our done-for-you marketing and success coaching system. Just imagine in a few weeks, looking back on this moment, this is the day you're about to change your life. Having all the money you can possibly want or need is a very nice feeling, but being in control of your own life, waking up when you want, going where you want, when you want, doing what you want every day is an even better feeling. You're about to be handed an all-access VIP pass to unlimited income and success. The only question is, will you take it? Now, let me make a confession to you. The fact that you get this complete system and our exclusive success coaches right from the start, well, it makes me a little bit jealous because when I got started, I wish I would have had the advantage that you have right now. I spent tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours trying to figure all this stuff out on my own, but you don't have to do any of this because we've put it all together for you right here. All you have to do is plug in and prosper. So to get started on making the kind of money that you've always wanted, I'll ask the question again, are you going to take it? But before you answer that question, let me make this even more of a no-brainer for you. If you contact a success coach within the next 48 hours, we have some very special action taker bonuses available for you. When you join at level 2 or higher, we will give you a full level upgrade, which means if you come in at level 2, we will upgrade you to level 3, which is a $7,000 bonus. Or if you come in at level 3, we will upgrade you to level 4, which is also a $7,000 bonus. Or come in at our top Ultra Royal level 4, and we will pay you 25% more on all of your sales for life, which means you will make 75% of each sale instead of 50%, and that's on all your sales for life. So all you have to do to activate one of these bonuses is contact a success coach within the next 48 hours and tell them I'm in. So let's review here real quick. You get all this done for you. Our custom marketing funnel coded with your personal username, a team of professional success coaches doing all the heavy lifting and closing of your sales. And every time we make a sale for you, you're going to get anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $10,500 paid directly to you. Now it's time to wrap this up. So right now, at this point, you have 3 choices. Number 1, you can bury your head in the sand and tell yourself that there are no opportunities out there for you. The rich get richer, and that's just the way it is. Or number 2, you can carry on the way you're already going. You can buy every cheap, shiny new object that drops in your lap and continue to hope, wish, and pray for a way out of your job. Surely, one day, it'll just happen for you, right? Well, we both know that's never going to happen, don't we? Or number 3, you can pick up the phone before you leave this website and call the Success Coach hotline and say, I'm in. Now, I just want to take a quick second and go over the cost of the different levels to join us so there's no confusion over the cost to get started here. I know sometimes people, they get so excited when they're watching a webinar that they don't take everything in and some things get overlooked. So with that being said, whatever level you have decided to join us at, that is how much it costs to join the program. along with the admin fee for that level. Now don't forget, you will earn 50% commission on whatever level you are at or below that level, unless you've taken advantage of the 48-hour bonus and you're starting at that $21,000 level, which will qualify you to earn 75% of each sale instead of 50%. So if you're starting at the $3,000 level, that will be $3,000 plus a $247 admin fee, which makes that $3,247. If you're starting at the $7,000 level, that would be $7,000 plus a $447 admin fee, which makes that $7,447. If you're starting at the $14,000 level, that would be $14,000 plus $647 admin fee, which would be $14,647. And if you're starting at our $21,000 level, that would be $21,000 plus $847 admin fee, which makes that $21,847. So go ahead, jump in and join us. I promise you're going to love it. Pick up the phone and get in contact with the Success Coach so you can start receiving payments ranging anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $10,500. All you need to do before you leave this site is pick up the phone and call the Success Coach hotline and get all of your questions answered and get started. So take some time to go through the rest of the site and then contact a Success Coach today, because I really don't want to see you miss out on any of our huge 48-hour action taker bonuses. Well, that concludes our presentation. I want to personally thank you for taking the time to be here, and I sincerely wish you and your family an incredibly blessed and prosperous week. Make it a great day and call the Success Coach hotline today.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our FAQ overview. And first off, we just wanted to say thanks for first watching our webinar where you got a thumbnail sketch of our online business model. And of course, by now, you're at a point where you're trying to get most of your questions answered. Hey guys, thanks for watching our FAQ overview. And first off, we just wanted to say thanks for first watching our webinar where you got a thumbnail sketch of our online business model. And of course, by now, you're at a point where you're trying to get most of your questions answered and you're really trying to discover whether or not this is a good fit for you or not. So we're going to go and guys dive right in. This is a very straightforward presentation. So we're going to go and give you a quick summary because some people that are watching this, you might have just finished the webinar or you might have finished the webinar a couple weeks ago. And so we just want to make sure we're all on the same page, and we're going to reiterate a little bit about what you already discovered on the webinar itself, but we're going to go and dive right in and just give you a quick summary. So everything that we show you on this slide, guys, we are going to actually give you a visual of it, okay? So just to recap, our products are e-learning products. Another way of saying that is it's online educational training courses that focus mostly on business development, okay? And we'll actually show you some examples of that. They're really in demand. You're gonna actually see how you can get a lot of value from that. If you wanna actually be a user of our products, that's really up to you, okay? Now, remember, this is primarily a business overview. So the goal here is really to show you how you can actually make money with our system and our business model. Whether or not you decide to dive deep into the products is really up to you, but we are going to give you an overview of that. Also, we talked about on the webinar that we have an automated marketing system with a done-for-you platform. Okay, so we're going to get more in details about this, and we're going to show you what it means to have a done-for-you solution versus what it means for you to be active. But in a nutshell, what it means is that we have a done-for-you lead generation solution to where you just pay. Hey guys, thanks for watching our FAQ overview. And first off, we just wanted to say thanks for first watching our webinar where you got a thumbnail sketch of our online business model. And of course, by now, you're at a point where you're trying to get most of your questions answered and you're really trying to discover whether or not this is a good fit for you or not. So we're going to go and guys dive right in. This is a very straightforward presentation. So we're going to go and give you a quick summary because some people that are watching this, you might have just finished the webinar or you might have finished the webinar a couple weeks ago. And so we just want to make sure we're all on the same page, and we're going to reiterate a little bit about what you already discovered on the webinar itself, but we're going to go and dive right in and just give you a quick summary. So everything that we show you on this slide, guys, we are going to actually give you a visual of it, okay? So just to recap, our products are e-learning products. Another way of saying that is it's online educational training courses that focus mostly on business development, okay? And we'll actually show you some examples of that. They're really in demand. You're going to actually see how you can get a lot of value from that. If you want to actually be a user of our products, that's really up to you, okay? Now, remember, this is primarily a business overview. So the goal here is really to show you how you can actually make money with our system and our business model. Whether or not you decide to dive deep into the products is really up to you, but we are going to give you an overview of that. Also, we talked about on the webinar that we have an automated marketing system with a done-for-you platform. Okay, so we're going to get more in details about this, and we're going to show you what it means to have a done-for-you solution versus what it means for you to be active. But in a nutshell, what it means is that we have a done-for-you lead generation solution to where you just pay for leads once a week or once a month, and your leads get sent to your website. So obviously, the lead generation worked or you wouldn't actually be here. Now, the really cool thing about this is that we have a process and a solution in place where you actually don't have to call anybody if you don't want to. So what that means is we have an automated system that invites everybody to our site. Maybe you got a call from someone to get to the site. Most people do not get a phone call or an invitation from an actual person. It's maybe you got an email, maybe you got a text, maybe you got a voicemail, and all that automation is pushing people to our presentation. And what you'll discover a little bit later is that you don't have to know how to set all that stuff up. You don't have to even know how it all works. We're the mechanics. We set it all up for you, okay? You also don't have to close any sales. Again, you don't have to talk to anyone if you don't want to, the way our system is set up. Coaches close sales, and Elena, I know we've talked about this before, but you have to be a seven-figure earner, right, to actually be a coach.
Yeah, you got to be bona fide. You got to be qualified to be able to do what we do. We're handpicked, right, to be able to provide the service that we provide for our members. So yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Absolutely. Also, guys, we will cover in depth the funding that's available. So sometimes people watch our presentations. We've heard every single situation, every single life story, and basically not everyone has money to get started. I know years ago I didn't. So we're going to cover how to use OPM, other people's money. We have a funding solution available for qualified individuals, which usually means that your credit score is 650 or higher. You can go down as low as 630. We'll talk about that. You just got to have really high income. But if you got a 650 or higher, then we can get you the funds most of the time that you need. Okay. And that's exactly how I got started. Also in the webinar, they talked about how you can make anywhere from $1,500 to up to $15,750. So when you look at that number as an entrepreneur, you should be looking at that, realizing, wow, it doesn't take a whole lot of sales to create a lot of freedom in my life every single month. And especially when I have this done for you lead generation solution. Again, no calling required if I don't want to, no closing required. So yeah, you make $1,500 to $15,750. We'll dive into that a little bit more. And if anyone's watching a presentation where you're learning about an online business, one of the biggest questions, at least I would have if I was you, is, how much do you have to spend in advertising to make a sale? You got to be able to spend some money in marketing. So we talk about how our average cost per conversion is $1,000 to $1,500. Average sale is worth about 10 grand. Sometimes that number fluctuates between 10 and 12 grand, right? What you would say. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like if you're getting, let's just say 50%, to keep it simple, and which we talk about here in a moment. It's like having a system that spits out, $5 for every $1 to $1.50 that you put into it. So we can show you how to put in $1 or $1.50, and out the other end, right, comes $5. Would you do it? Of course you would. And it really wouldn't be a matter of how much is it going to cost me. At that point, it's a matter of how much can I spend, right? And so that's what we're putting in your pocket, guys. We're giving you a vehicle to create wealth, and that wealth is going to create more freedom in your life. We're passionate about being able to help people, like-minded people who want to break free, help them experience that freedom. And we found that the best way to do that is to give them access to our business, which is really kind of like a franchise in the sense that we have a system in place. It's a lot of it's done for you. You don't have to figure that part out. You just plug into it. It works over on one corner in town and it works in the other. Okay, that's kind of how this works. So we'll get a little bit more into this in just a second. So, you might be asking, why did we actually create this system? You've actually been in this business model longer than me. You're actually my original coach, and I saw you years ago. And at that time, I was broke. I wasn't making any money online. And the reason I was not successful, right, is because I didn't have this system that we have. So why don't you talk to the folks about why we even created this system?
Well, at this point, we have literally trained and pulled thousands of members that have joined us. And we really found that about 90% of the people, at the end of the day, they're not looking necessarily for a secondary job or a business, but what they want is a financial solution to their stress, right? And just about everybody we ask, statistically speaking, 70% of people's stress is usually tied to their finances, right? Money controls pretty much almost every aspect of our lives. And at the end of the day, you have to do something to create that income. But people really just want the results, right? They just want to be able to have a system that can create monthly cash flow. And if they can do that without necessarily putting in, or do that by putting in as minimal, time effort as possible, that is obviously attractive to the right person, right? So this system was really born out of just polling and training thousands of people that frankly wanted something 100% passive, meaning that, most people, they don't have the time, they don't have the skills, or they don't really have a true desire to really put in the effort, right, and take the time to learn and generate the skills that it really takes to have online success. But it took us a long time and a lot of money to be able to figure out what we know today. And we've been able to generate a system now that anybody can come in, regardless of who you are or where you're at in your life or what you've done in the past. You can come here and get results and actually get paid and have a monthly cash flow for you and your family without putting in any time investment. And yes, that may sound, too good to be true. You may be jaded, you may be skeptical, But we're going to open up your eyes. We're going to be very objective. We're going to be very transparent. And you can absolutely have more time freedom and more financial freedom in your life. And we want to show you that is a real possibility if you're serious about, making that happen.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And when people look at our business model, sometimes they think, well, I mean, I've never not worked for my money. I want to be involved somehow. So, I know a little bit later we're going to talk about how if you're the person that wants to be hands-on and you want to learn, it's not like we're not willing to teach people, right?
Yeah, I mean, just keep in mind that this is not, 100% designed for everybody that wants to be passive. That's what 90% of the people want, right? But if you want to be active, you want to be proactive, and you want to be, actually engaged in your business, we will absolutely train you, right, from scratch, regardless of whatever you do or whatever you have done.
We're going to go ahead and dive in and just give you all an inside look. This is actually a slide you saw earlier, but we want to actually show you what we're talking about. So we said that our products are e-learning. So I'm actually going to show you all an example, several examples of what our products are. Before I do, though, I want to make a quick disclaimer, and that disclaimer is we have people from all walks of life that are watching this presentation. So some people are like, in their 20s and 30s, they're super techie, and they're learning all the Instagram stuff and the Facebook ad stuff. And so, for them, like, they understand a lot of these products. And other people we talk to, like one of our successful members, Dan, he drives trucks for a living. He doesn't even barely have a computer. He never has it with him when he drives. Doesn't even really know how to make a video on his phone, okay? And so is he going to dive into our products, and does he have to understand our products or be a product of the product to do the business? Of course not. It's kind of like, you could be a vegetarian and own a McDonald's. Yeah, you could actually own, guys, a McDonald's and yet be a vegetarian. So we just want you to understand that there is a huge market for these products, and you get to decide as you become a member in our business here, you get to decide how deep you want to dive into the products, how much of a product you want. I can tell you that we've become a product of the products, right? We've learned and earned and gained the skill set that we have. And we just happen to be opening our system and process to you, okay? But we created that, right? So we've earned those skill sets. And so hopefully that makes sense.
Makes total sense. Although McDonald's does sell salads, but
that's true. Okay. I got to remember that.
That's a joke there.
So I'm just going to scroll through some of this, guys, and show y'all. You actually have a back office that you get to log into. You'll get your own username and password, and you can actually download these products, okay? So it's not like one day they'll just be taken from me or anything like that. You can literally download every single one of them, okay? Now, you'll notice at the top, we have the gold package here. So as I scroll through, you're going to actually see, how many products you have with the gold package before we get to Tyrion and own a McDonald's. Yeah, you could actually own, guys, a McDonald's and yet be a vegetarian. So we just want you to understand that there is a huge market for these products, and you get to decide as you become a member in our business here, you get to decide how deep you want to dive into the products, how much of a product you want. I can tell you that we've become a product of the products, right? We've learned and earned and gained the skill set that we have. And we just happen to be opening our system and process to you, okay? But we created that, right? So we've earned those skill sets, and so hopefully that makes sense.
Makes total sense. Although McDonald's does sell salads, but
that's true. Okay, I got to remember that.
That's a joke there.
So I'm just going to scroll through some of this, guys, and show y'all. You actually have a back office that you get to log into. You'll get your own username and password, and you can actually download these products, okay? So it's not like one day they'll just be taken from me or anything like that. You can literally download every single one of them, okay? Now, you'll notice at the top, we have the gold package here. So as I scroll through, you're going to actually see, how many products you have with the gold package before we get to the next, which is here, the $7,000 platinum package. So, of course, if you buy the $7,000, you get all the stuff in the gold, and then you get all the products in the $7,000. So you actually, guys, I'm going to show y'all where you can actually there's actually a link. You can actually review this. So everything that you see here, you can actually go through it. So you'll see here, this one, for example, is discover how to build productive habits and use time management tools to easily keep track of your schedule and to get things done today. And so you actually see like some of the time management stuff that's covered in this product, okay? So again, some of it's mindset, productivity, and other stuff is actual like lead generation, closing of sales, etc. I can tell you guys, I spend several hours every single morning just working on my mindset, right? Just self-development. So I'm a huge product of this, right? So you'll see here, Again, discover how to effectively manage your time and your day starting today. Then you'll see here's video marketing. So we can open this up here, how to upload your video to a site, how to do it to multiple sites, how to embed your video on your website or blog, tracking of statistics, etc. Okay. So again, some people, they're like, oh yeah, man, I understand all that. I do all that. And other people, it's like, oh, I don't, you just said the word tracking and uploading and, I can't do that kind of stuff. We're just telling you guys, there is a gigantic market. The cool part is with our products, you get the resale rights to our products. So you get to actually legally sell our products as if you created them yourself. Okay. Here's a product that goes over how to build a list. Okay. And basically, the ability to build a list is gigantically profitable, and some lists can be, a physical address, right? A mailing list. Others can be a phone list, right? To do text message marketing. Others can be an email list, right? So you kind of get the idea. And the bigger you get those lists, the more money you make, right? So like with our list, we actually can calculate based on our list growing how much we can make per month just based off the size of our list. Okay, so it's pretty phenomenal, guys, when you learn how to actually build that list.
Just keep in mind, if you're watching this, this video here, keep in mind that, part of your investment is that you get access, via, you get a password and a username, right? So you have access to a digital library, right? So this is a digital library that you have access through your back office, right? You can download all these courses at your leisure, and you can learn as you go if you want to learn. If you don't want to learn, you don't have to. So I don't want you to think that, oh gosh, I got to learn all this stuff. No, you don't have to learn anything if you don't want to learn anything, but this is part of your package, right? So you're getting access to the digital educational library. You're getting the resale rights to the library, right? So you can resell the library, right? So when you buy a franchise, you're buying the franchising rights to be able to sell those products, right? Whether it be a Subway sandwich or a McDonald's hamburger, right? Or any kind of franchise for that matter. But you do get those resale rights. And then you're going to get the service. You're going to get access to our proprietary marketing system, which we're going to get into. But you're also buying into the service. So just keep in mind that you're getting a package deal. But these are courses that you can take at your leisure if you want to learn, especially if you're an existing entrepreneur or you're a business owner, or maybe you're an aspiring entrepreneur because you have a particular product or a service or an idea that you want to launch. But you don't really know how to do that, but you want to learn and gain the skill sets, and this library will help you get closer to whatever you're trying to achieve. Because again, some people want to learn, some people don't want to learn, but regardless, that is part of your investment.
What you're saying is that you don't actually have to go through these products and gain a skill set in order to make money with our business, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And guys, that's key, because there's all kinds of like online marketing, companies and gurus and trainings. And basically what they're going to convince you is, hey, all you have to do is spend, $2,000, $1,500, $10,000, whatever, and go through my training course. And then you can actually learn how to, make money online. And some of that stuff's great. Some of it's not. I can tell you, I've invested in myself over, it was over $13,000 to learn Facebook ads from a couple experts. And it was a great investment, right? But I also had the patience and the time, and it took a lot of learning curves and a lot of frustration and stuff. But it was a skill set that was highly worth it. And because I became a product of that product, I've been able to create money on demand running Facebook ads. Okay, so maybe you're watching this, maybe you came from Facebook, and that's just an example. So we wanted to show you this. We will show you in just a little while how you can get access to this page. If for whatever reason you want to dive into it a little bit more, it is there for your reference. So that is the e-learning products. Again, as Orlando mentioned, you'll have access to log in. We don't actually ship these products to you in the mail. It's completely web-based, and you get access there in our members portal. Okay. Now, we also have our automated marketing system with our Done For You platform, and we're actually going to dive into that so you can actually understand, guys, how we have the Done For You lead generation, how there's no calling that's required. It's not a lot, but some people want to actually call their leads. Again, if you want to do that, more power to you. We'll definitely train you how to do that, and there is no closing required. So I'm going to actually show you the automated marketing system if y'all want to see that. And this is what most people want to see. They want to understand, okay, when I get started, I understand that I have these products. I understand that I get to decide, if I want to be a product of the product or not. But at least I have a business in a box, and I have the legal right to be able to sell those products, because if you don't, Well, I mean, you got to have a product to sell, right? Or there's going to be no transaction. Okay. So once you understand that, the next question is, okay, how do I promote it? How do I educate people? Well, since we're not walking around town, we're not doing sales pitches in person or anything like that. What we do is we have vendors or marketing agencies, and what they do is they are the experts. They're the ones that generate all the leads for our members so that you don't have to go through that painful learning process of trying to figure that out before you can actually make some money, right? I think that's working backwards. So what they do, they generate all the leads. You pick up the phone, you call them. We have different ones. Sometimes, you can go to a website and place your order there with some of the vendors. They generate the leads. And so you might remember seeing a website that looked like this. Maybe you didn't. A lot of people don't remember, how they actually came through. That's advertising for you. But that's what happens. So there's a cost to get someone to come to your website that we create for you. Okay, so when you get started, we actually give you guys a copy of the marketing system that is converting like crazy. Okay, when I say converting like crazy, I'm talking about being able to generate, or I know I generate, either high multiple 5 figures to 6 figures plus every single month. Okay, so you're getting access to that. And the cool part is you don't have to figure out how I'm going to generate leads, what type of leads do I need to get to my website, how do I build the website, how do I create a good catching headline and a subheadline, all that stuff is done for you. So Elena, why don't we just go ahead and dive right in and show them. Let's do Matt test.
So if you're watching this, at some point you would have landed on this landing page and put in your name, number, and email. So if you did this recently, you probably remember. If you did it weeks or months ago, you may not remember. But this page converts very, very high. So you'll get a replicated page just like the one you're seeing here in front of you.
Right. And what happens when you actually put in the information, I'm just putting in bogus information, guys, to show you the demo here. But when you put in the information, you click submit, it's going to actually take you over to your coach's bio page. Okay. So there's multiple coaches and your system looks just like ours because you don't have a success story just yet. You don't have interviews that you've helped, your members make sales. Guess what? You get to piggyback off of our system, right? And guys, that's the best way to get results, right? See what someone else is doing that's working and just copy what they're doing, right? So you're going to get access. Now, when someone puts in their name, number, and email into your site, it adds them to your email follow-up system that we've already created for you and we set up for you and link it all up. There's a process called onboarding where we'll talk about a little bit later where all that stuff gets done for you. You also get added to your text message drip campaign or your follow-up campaign as well. And the purpose of those campaigns, they go out for weeks and weeks, right? The purpose is just to continue to educate your prospects. You probably guys remember getting an email automatically, getting a text message. You might have gotten a lot, right? And the purpose of that is, again, just to educate you, share with you success stories and so forth of our students and members. This is called a bio page. Another way, guys, in marketing, you can call this like an authority page where basically, people can connect with you digitally via pictures, videos, etc., and kind of learn about you, right? You'll see some of our members' success stories here. Maybe you've watched some of these. Whenever I talk to people, they sometimes say, I've watched every one of those testimonials, right? So guys, we recommend dig into them. And the purpose of that is to build confidence and get you to engage with the information. Now, ultimately, you have to click this button, right? Your prospects will be guided to click this button. It's really hard to miss. And that's going to take them over to the webinar where they're going to learn about the business model and the products. And so when they click that button, they get redirected right here and you'll see the webinar, okay? Now, you'll see that the webinar is pretty straightforward, okay? It's usually only about, it's about 30 minutes or less. And the purpose of that is really just to be straight to the point, lay out the numbers, lay out what the products are, and then get you to hit the ball back to us and say, hey, based on what I've seen, yeah, I got some questions, but I'm at least interested, right? Let me go to the next step. And so the next step usually to get to the point where you're at is to watch the FAQ video like you're doing right now, is to either call in a Success Coach hotline, maybe you did that, or maybe you filled out a mini little application to get to this page. Either way, both work, and we use both from time to time. And ultimately, the purpose of that is obviously to continue to educate your prospects. And remember, guys, you're watching this frequently asked questions video right now. You could be a prospect directly, or you could be one of our business partners. You could be their prospect. You'll never know. You might not ever even talk to them if they're not actively building their business. They're just running traffic. You came to the site automatically. You're engaging with the information. And if you're actually finding yourself do that right now, what makes you think that would not work for you? right? I mean, think about that. I mean, guys, there's hundreds, thousands of people each day that are looking at our content, right? And building a relationship with us and taking action, getting their questions answered. So I wish I had access to this years ago when I first started out on my journey in my early 20s, because I didn't have a coach, I didn't have a mentor, and I never was plugged into a process that truly worked. It was always just up to me, like, you know, to go sell your products to people you know. I mean, that was how I had to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, one of the questions that I get, and you may be thinking this, right? We don't get this question a lot, but it's true. Sometimes I'll get asked, if you guys do from everything from A to Z, then why do you need me, right? What do I do? Well, again, we don't really need you. This is a service that we provide for people who want the service. So when I got started, everybody that came in through the business, we had to train them, right? There was a training system put in place because you had to learn the skill sets that it takes to have success, which means you got to get comfortable talking to strangers. I mean, we have scripts. We used to do, you know, we had scripts before we had live training calls. We used to go to live events. That's why you saw the pictures earlier in front of the stage. So we used to spend hours and hours and hours a week training our members. And that was fine and dandy. That's just the way it was set up. Now, we love this model because we spend very little time on training, because usually 1 out of 10 people say, look, I want to be active. I want to be more proactive. But the most people are not salespeople. They don't like to talk to strangers. They don't want to feel like they're selling stuff to people. It's just not in their nature, right? We get that, okay? That's why we provided this service for the people who want it, right? Because if you want us to obviously do the work on your behalf, we're willing to do that, because we're either going to get 25% or 50%, right? So it makes total sense for us to do that, and we don't have to spend the time to train you. So we prefer this model this way, but it really depends on what your preference is. So it's a win-win situation. People love it, and we have 4 packages, right? So you got the gold package at $3,000. We have the admin fee, that's the administrative fee, which is really your licensing fee. So this is what gives you the actual legal resale rights to be able to resell, this information. Because again, you're getting set up as an affiliate, right? But you're a silent partner with us, and we're willing to split the commissions 50-50, right? Or 75-25. So if we make a $3,000 sale on your behalf, you'll make $1,500. Right, and then we got the platinum package at $7,000 with the $447 admin fee, and then you make $3,500, right? So you're getting 50%, right, as you can see. And then the next level is diamond, which is $14,000. The admin fee is $647, right? You make 50% of that, which is $7,000. And then we have our top level, which is $21,000, right? $847. And you make up to $10,500. So
just a quick clarification for anyone that's asking. So what that means, guys, is that if you start as a customer with the gold package, you own that license. So think of it like as a percentage of the library. If you have the royal package, you own 100%. If you have the gold package, you have a very small percent. And so if you start at gold, then you only can make up to $1,500 per sale. So that means you make $1,500 if we close a gold sale for you, but you also make $1,500 if we close a royal sale for you, because you only own a small percentage of the license. Okay, so obviously, you know, someone starts at 21, which is the royal, then they're going to be able to earn much more per sale. And we have here on the slide that you make up to $10,500 per sale when you start at the world, but we actually have a bonus, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about that really quick for y'all so you can kind of understand. There is a bonus. Make sure, guys, you pay attention here, because these are very serious and real bonuses, and we want you to make sure that you at least understand how to lock that in. So if you start at the $7,000, you're going to get a free bonus or upgrade to the $14,000. If you start at the $14,000, you're going to get a bonus to the $21,000. So you can see that this is constantly saving you $7,000, which you can upgrade later if you want to, but this is obviously giving you a free upgrade, free bonus. Now, if you start at the $21,000, because by now, maybe some people have wondered, well, you know, Matt or Elena, why would someone pay y'all $21,000, guys? You'd be surprised. Okay, we receive a lot of payments for $21,000. And one of the reasons is that people want to own 100% of the library, right? And the other reason is they want to be able to increase their earning potential and not only make commissions on all the product packages sold. But if you started at 21,000, you earned 75% on all your sales that we closed for you, okay, which is huge. So just guys wanted to make you all a little image here. Some people want to know, where do most people start? Okay, so as you can see here, 10% usually would start at the gold, which is $3,000. Then you'll see at the 7K, 40% start there, okay? A lot of times, just because not everybody has access to the funds to be able to start at 14 or 21, you know, most people, if they're gonna go all in and just make this happen with us, most people, if they can start at 14 or 21, obviously they want to, because they want to increase their earning potential for sure, especially if they're gung-ho about making a lot of money with the business, right? But not everyone can actually secure those funds, so 40% start at 7K. Then we have 30% over at the diamond at 14,000, and then 20% at 21,000. Okay. So Orlando, I don't know if you really have any comments on that. Just wanted to run through that, just kind of show people, you know, usually our average sales and where they're at.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing, right? There's two types of people, right? The kind of person that has the funds to come in at the top, right? They either have the cash or they have a 650 or preferably a 680 plus FICO credit score, and the person that does not, right? And the person that does, obviously has the resources, right, to really maximize the compensation plan. So when I looked at this model, this is going back 4.5 years, and I didn't have anything like you guys have now. I mean, this thing was like, you know, I mean, in the dinosaur ages, it was very archaic, right, compared to what we have now. And there was certainly nobody that was going to close my sales. Although my coach, Jeff, at the time, you know, I set up the appointments. He did close the sales, but it wasn't something that was recurring, right? So you can literally have this business month after month, year after year. You have to keep in mind that we live and breathe these numbers, and we run our analytics, right? And we know our numbers. So if you know that 90% of the people that come into this business are going to come in at the platinum level or higher, again, the platinum level is $7,000. That's 90% that come in at level 2 or higher, because remember, there's 4 levels. Then why would you want to start at the 3K level? Unless, of course, that is where you're comfortable at, which we understand, or maybe your financial resources don't allow you to come in at a higher level, which we obviously understand. But if you have the financial means of coming in at a higher level, you know, there's a 90% chance all of your sales are going to be at 7K or higher. So you have to respect the numbers, right? It's a numbers game. Maybe you've heard this before. If you're in sales and marketing, okay, you probably know this. Okay, this is a universal economic principle called the law of averages. And this is about well, I'm not going to say the only thing, but this is the most powerful concept that I learned when I took macro and microeconomics back in my college days, because these are universal laws that apply to any economy in any country, right? And it's, if you've never heard of this, it's basically the use of mathematics to increase a certain type of action that should lead to a great chance of a particular outcome, right? And if you don't know what that means, that's fine. It just means that if you flip a coin, right, you're bound to get heads and you're bound to get tails, right? Even if you get heads 7 times, right? If it rains for 17 days, well, the sun is going to come out. Eventually, the sun's going to come out, right? And we know our numbers, right? We're going to dig into our numbers. But basically, it's the idea that something is sure to happen at some time because of the number of times it generally happens or is expected to happen, okay? So it just means that the more often you do it, the probability will fall on either side of the coin, okay? And in our business, that means that some people will join and some people won't join, okay? And we're going to go into those numbers, right?
You know, we sometimes say that 99 people out of 100 could tell us no, right? And we're still, you know, making a lot of money here, you know, like a lot, right? And that's how our numbers are dictated. So, you know, someone might be watching this presentation and you might still be a little skeptical and a little like, geez, you know, like, do you guys really find people that can afford to come into a business like this or willing to? And the answer is every single day. And the reason why, guys, is because we have a lot of people every single day getting exposed to this. And so, you know, you might be one of the 99 that just thinks, you know, it can't happen. It's, you know, I'm just too afraid of risk, or it's too good to be true. There's going to be one person all the time, at least, that says, you know what, I've seen too many of these testimonials. I know it's a numbers game. I see what these guys are offering. I want to get my piece, right? I want to get a part of that. And so, once you understand the numbers, you really can, guys, project your income. I mean, every single day, we know how many leads are coming through our system. Every single week, I get a little report together and I can see, okay, this week we generated 500 or 1,000 or beyond leads. And so, guys, we kind of know roughly how many sales we're going to close from those numbers and what our income on average will end up being. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about those numbers. For you guys who are super analytical, you're going to love this. For other people, might kind of go over your head, but guys, just respect the fact that this is necessary. We want you to understand this so you can obviously be confident in your decision. So as I said, you can project your income. So why don't you go and talk about, the average cost per sale and what people can expect?
Yeah, so this is the part that I love, right? Because you can, like as Matt said, you can truly project your income, right? Once you know your conversion ratios, you really can, okay? And you do that by literally working backwards and figuring out what the average cost per sale is, right? So, we're going to throw some jargon at you, right? But this is basically the amount of money or advertising that you spend in order to generate a buyer, right? Or get somebody to actually join this business. So we know, and these are numbers that we literally live and breathe every single day, that our average cost per sale or cost per acquisition, right? There's different ways to refer to that terminology, is anywhere between $750 to about $1,500, and it's going to range. So the average is going to be right around $1,000, and that's because with $1,000, you're going to generate about 100 to 150 opt-ins, right? Opt-ins is somebody who opted in, like yourself, at some point. They put in their name, number, and email address on that landing page, right? And they said, okay, you know what? I want to find out about what these two guys are doing and what this business is about. So whether they're serious or curious, they actually became a website visitor. So that's what a lead is. A lead is a website visitor. And we know that at least 1 to 2% are going to join, which means that if you're spending about $1,000, let's just say $1,500 on the high end, it's going to generate one sale at least, maybe 2, maybe 3 sales. And this is just based on the law of averages, okay? It's virtually impossible to generate 100, 150 leads and not make a single sale, because if it's making sense to you right now, right, as you're watching this video, and it just makes rational sense, it makes mathematical sense, do you think it's going to make sense to somebody else? Well, of course it is, right? Do you think if we put it in front of 100 people, will we find, one person that says, okay, you know what, this makes sense? Well, if you don't like those numbers, generate 200, 300 leads, and even if you just convert 1/3 of 1%, you can still be successful here, right? The numbers are in your favor, right? So that's the first number you really need to know, because that is literally how you're going to work backwards to be able to project your income. The second factor you need to know is your average revenue per sale, okay? And this is basically the number that we know based on the amount of people that come in divided by the amount of money we collect, right? Because, the cost is the amount of money we spend versus the amount of people we bring in, and the revenue is the opposite, right? The actual investment levels based on the percentages that we showed you earlier there on that pie chart. So that number is, again, these are not exact numbers, right? There's a fluctuate, it fluctuates, but it's going to range between 10 to 12,000. And that's, if you're earning anywhere between 50 to 75%, your average sale is going to be worth about $5,000 to $9,000, okay? $9,000 obviously is going to be for the people that come in at the top or upgrade to the top to earn 75%, because, 25% of 21,000 is over $5,000. I mean, that's a big difference. So over the course, in your business, you're going to discover that on a per sale basis, you're making about 300 to 500%. I mean, that's incredible ROI. There's people that don't see that kind of ROI yearly, even over the next 5 years, even with a traditional investment. So it's like having a machine, right? It's like having a dispensing machine where you're putting $1, $1.50, and you're getting $5 back or $9 back, okay? Mm-hmm. Right? And we're the ones that are pulling the levers. Obviously, I'm using words that are metaphoric, right? But what I'm saying is that we're the ones that are doing the work, using your marketing budget to generate the results, and the people that are coming in obviously are getting the exact replicated system that we're generating for all of our members.
So of course, guys, the total cost, right? We already covered this, but you have to be able to pay the administration fee, okay? And then you have to actually pay your product package purchase. And then you have your marketing expenses. So, I mean, usually in a nutshell, what people are looking for is $5K on the low end. Okay, that's on the low end to around $25K on the high end. Okay, that's kind of what you're looking at. That includes the admin fee that you have. That also includes your marketing budget and so forth. Those are kind of the rough numbers. And some people, they have cash just laying around and they can get started. Maybe they have extra money in the savings account that's not building them wealth. Some people have open lines of credit that they're using. I talked to one lady that she had like $30-something thousand just available on her credit cards. That's just not doing anything for her. And so she decided to put it to work and put it into this business. From time to time, we have members who have a 401k that they've been building over the years, and they're looking at their yearly percentage earnings on that, interest earnings, and they just decide, I like to have a 401k. I'm trying to prepare for retirement, but based on where this thing's at, it's not going to be enough by the time I retire. And so I'd rather utilize it, right, into something that can create more wealth a lot faster. And so some people, take out some money off their 401k or put a loan against it. We've had people sell stuff, guys. We've seen everything under the sun. Okay, we've seen everything under the sun. I mean, we had someone sell a motorcycle because it's like, hey, I have 2 motorcycles. One of them, I'm not really using all the time, and I got to get in this, right? Because I can buy a lot more motorcycles later, right? I just got a notification. I turned on my phone. I've had it in airplane mode, but I just turned it on, and since we've been recording this presentation, we had a $21,000 sale roll right in from
Is that Shalise?
Yeah, from Shalise. I just want to show you proof for those who might have thought, I don't know if that was real or not. So here's the deal. We're actually recording this. It's November 7th. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my page here, 5:27 p.m. So I'm going to actually hop into my email. I haven't even opened the email. I told you that I got a notification on my phone. So I'm just going to open my email here. I'm going to blur out some of the emails here just for privacy purposes. But the ones that I want to show you, you'll see here QuickBooks payments, which is what we process the payment through. Payment received. There's the invoice number. So we're going to go ahead and open up Shalise. She paid us here. And you're actually going to see you were just paid this amount, right? So Shalise also thrown in some marketing dollars that we're going to run for her as well. But you'll see here, guys, $13,417, paid date November 7th, right? You'll see when I got this email, it says 1 hour ago when we started, we were recording the presentation then. And then let's go ahead and hop into the other email here. Okay, and it said we were paid $10,000, okay? So again, November 7th, right? You can see the time, right? 43 minutes ago, 4:45. So just wanted to show you all some proof for those who really care about that. Not a bad day, right? 1 or 2 sales as well for some of our members. So yeah, guys, so that being said, you've had a chance to connect with us, get to know us a little bit more. And ultimately, guys, it's up to you to be able to take action, right? No one will do it for you. And ultimately, this business model, it might be a good fit for you, it might not. The only way to find out is to find out. But guys, just remember that success loves speed. And if you kind of hang around right now and you just decide, I'm just too nervous or whatever the false belief that you might have going on right now, just know that time will pass by. That's the one variable we can't control. It's the one constant that's always going to be there. And if you stay on our email list or our text message list, you're going to continue to get updates. You're going to continue to get emails, and you're going to see success story after success story. And at some point, you're just going to have to ask yourself, why not me? If I just keep staying on the sideline, I'm going to see all these people cashing in, making money with the system. This is an evergreen market, guys. We can be doing this for years because there are so many people coming into this niche in this industry every single day. Okay, so that being said, guys, don't let it pass you by. Don't assume. At least have an open mind. Engage with us, and at least lock in your bonus. So if you do decide to connect with us or at least get started, you can have that bonus. We'll honor that bonus for you. Your next step is to call in the Success Coach hotline and leave us a message. At this point, you've already had an opportunity to watch our entire webinar presentation, and you've just finished our frequently asked questions video. You've most likely even watched some of our testimonial videos from our successful members who decided to take action. And speaking of action, that's the only difference between where they're at and where you're currently at. All you have to do is take massive action and take a new path, because if you keep going down the same path you've been going down, you're going to keep getting the same results you've always gotten. So again, just look around this video, Calling the Success Coach hotline, you have 48 hours to lock in your Fast Action Takers bonus. So call that number now, and we look forward to talking with you soon.